buy our cars. They're great.
Shut up, Travis. Shut up, Travis. I'm a product genius. Okay.
Right,
I'm a branding genius.
Well, it's the very first day of LCS with coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm joined right now by an LEC owner, which is quite unusual for the first day of LCS. Carlos is here. How's it going, Carlos?
I'm very good. Thank you very much.
So your team now, G2, for those that don't know, don't watch LEC, 4-0 in the first couple of weeks. How are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling very good. Starting 4-0 against the teams we played. I mean, actually, second week we're supposed to be the weaker teams, but first week was, Origin and Schalke. In our eyes, some of the best teams. It's good, man. It's good. Caps is kind of good at the game. Perks has hinted a couple of times, but you can clearly see he's gonna be good. So I'm happy.
And I forget. I don't follow LEC that much. Who's your main rival in the LEC? Would you say?
Yeah, it's between Rogue and it has to be Fnatic, but I don't even know. But if they keep losing, maybe the rival becomes Excel or some shit. Yeah. I have no idea.
There's 0-4, or some people would say 0-5 right now. Has this been
Everybody should say it's 0-5.
Has it been? What is sweeter, your wins or their losses?
Oof, that's a tough one. It's a tough question, Travis. You always come up with the complicated questions. I can't answer that. Yeah. It has to be our victories. It has to be, but slightly edging. Our victories slightly edging. Yeah.
Well, I know we're only 2 weeks into the LEC, but how do you feel so far, given all the new rebranding and all the content, and there's been sponsorships and all this stuff? Yeah.
Do you like the jersey reveal thing?
Yeah, I liked everything. The Kia commercial, like they've been doing a lot of cool stuff over there.
I thought you were talking about G2. Fuck.
I was talking about
okay,
LEC.
but have you seen our 2019 jersey?
I haven't seen your 2019 jersey. I mean, I've seen it on stage, but I haven't seen, like, you guys did a video?
We did like a reveal video, which is like an animation, and it's this kind of shit I love. It's pure branding. So it was like an animation of the samurai, and this is all done in-house. And the samurai is there beating guys, and like there's a voiceover saying, we won a lot of battles and blah, blah. And then the samurai kind of gets hit, in a battle, and that represents 2018, right? Because 16 and 17 were incredible in terms of competitive success, but 18, it wasn't that much. So we're like down. However, when we're about to die, the army comes behind us with the arrows and all that. That's the samurai, the G2 army, Yeah. And which represents 2018 being the best years in terms of building a fan base, actually, even though we didn't win as much. So, and then they come, they save us, and then the samurai says, which is G2, says, we're samurai. We thrive not because we win, but because we always get back up. Yeah. And then he gets back up, and there's this injury of blood, and it burns, and as it burns, it becomes the 2019 jersey. Fucking insane.
I don't even have to watch the video now. You've just given me literally fucking frame by frame.
Insane. Yeah. Like, this is not shameless plug. This is just a must-have. Yeah. Okay, G2esports.com/shop. 2019 jerseys is pretty sick.
Yeah, not a plug at all. That's so okay. Obviously things are going great on the G2 side, but how do you feel about the broader LEC side? Because I've been quite impressed, quite frankly, with all the work that's been done, the rebranding, the visuals. It's been pretty cool to see.
Yeah, the team is doing really well. Quickshot is I don't know if you know this, but Quickshot is leading a lot of the talent stuff. A lot of the talent stuff in regards to the shoutcasters and so on. So the production team is doing great. Everybody's doing great, Yeah. And this level of autonomy that they have in Europe, they are working really well with it. So you see sales being closed, Alban, which is a leading commercial in LEC. There's Romain actually as well in that role. Everything just looks very, very nice and very premium, Yeah. The logo, the rebranding itself, the color, even the name, I really like it. So the whole thing, I really, really like it. And it's very, very fresh, feel fresh. And even the teams that are, so to say, the less impactful, kind of get brought up a little bit by everybody else. There's a lot of camaraderie, even though you may not see that online, but there's a lot of camaraderie and a lot of understanding of what we want to accomplish. So it's great. I'm very happy, actually.
Feels like this is almost certainly going to be the best year for EU League of Legends esports. What, especially since you used to compete, I think it's been just getting better ever since you stopped competing. I think that's what I've noticed. There's an interesting trend there. Do you want to talk a little bit about why you're at LCS? Because a lot of people are going to be like, "What the hell? Why is he here?"
Oh yeah, I'm just poaching players here.
Okay. Okay, good.
I'm just making I'm developing healthy relationships with players from other teams.
Well, it's good to know the region finally has enough money to compete.
Yes, absolutely. It's we may not have all same money as NA, but we surely know how to poach better.
Yeah. Well, you might have money, but I will tell you something that we have that you don't have. You're wearing a T-shirt right now, out in the weather and this nice, wonderful sun. This is not something you have in Berlin. That's our secret. People think it's the money. It's actually the food and the weather.
I mean, I know. Like, you always see the grass greener elsewhere. When you compare LA with Berlin, I mean, it's a fantastic city, Berlin. Like one of the best cities for real. But here, you open your arms and you do photosynthesis like a flower, Whereas there, you go out and it's like, I'm gonna say it in Celsius because I don't care.
Sure.
Minus 17 degrees Celsius, like. You're just freezing your teeth out. So this is, it's non-comparable. Yeah. Definitely not comparable.
You won't be able to poach from this weather, is my point. But what did you get a chance? Yeah, we should say we're in the. We just finished up the second game of the day, which is why we've got like the giant line back there. TSM fans all lined up.
That line's for me.
Really? Okay. Well, we should wrap this up then. But
because they remembered it. I was I was a player before, and I was very good player. Very good. I remember.
Yeah, they're not wearing any scarves though, which is I thought that if they were your fans.
I'm giving them away. I'm selling them.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right, whatever. Did you get a chance to watch either of those games, or were you paying attention?
I watched Cloud9 versus Team Liquid. Niski dude, is he European by any chance?
He is European, yeah.
I know.
We don't. If you see a mid laner in North America, you can assume they're European. Yeah.
I like that. I mean, he's very good. No? He's really, really good. We knew that.
Yeah.
We knew that. People didn't know that because people don't tend to watch. Didn't watch ULCS.
Yeah.
But he's fucking good. He's really, really good.
What do you didn't get the 100T TSM game? I assume you had a meeting or something.
Only the end. Yeah. But I saw Sven 7-0, and I was like, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So for you, these matches are just like a walk down memory lane.
This is for me. These matches are just I just want to underline the fact that Europe is more powerful than NA.
Okay.
I've seen the mid laner of Cloud9 doing really well. He's European. This maybe is a byproduct. Jensen with Cassiopeia did really well. Bjersen did really well. Sven did really well. I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing, but this is very self-explanatory.
I feel like you have said something. The statement, I'm not going to say nothing, I think is an incorrect one. You have said something. So that's mostly what you're doing over here is just like looking at EU players. I mean, you have meetings or business or something over here, right?
No, I'm meeting with investors and like for real now. Yeah. Investors, brands. We have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff, mostly with in New York and in LA. Yeah. So most of our corporate-related matters happen from the US.
Okay.
So I come here once every month. So it's like 3 days in New York, a week in LA typically, and that happens 12 months during the 12 months of the year. So it's just I have a free day today. So I just free day, want to go around, see Travis, see all the people I know. They may not remember me because I have too many more wrinkles than before.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of turnover. A lot of the names and faces, I think, are not the same. I come here every year, but like everybody else, I think, starts to change out. They go do other things.
You keep being here. You're the common denominator,
Yes. The person who's never been. Everybody else, you used to compete. Now you run this giant esports organization. I'm still here
now, but I'm irrelevant now.
I don't think that's true.
Nobody asked me for a fucking picture today. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna take a speaker and I'm gonna ask people to ask me for a picture because this is ridiculous.
I thought that was.
I used to be a legend.
You said that line was back there for you.
Why do you have to do me like that? What do you I thought we had an arrangement.
I have to catch you on these things. All right. Well, I'm trying to figure out a good way to wrap this up. Would you have anything you want to say to any of the G2 fans or any of the NA fans who maybe haven't been watching LEC? Anything you want to throw out there?
I don't. Thank you very much for watching. Travis, Gafford, G2esports.com/. Actually, I do have a lot of stuff to say apparently. G2esports.com/shop. Buy everything. We have a lot of drops coming for spring. It's going to be fucking amazing.
Very good. Well, looking.
There's this is our internal motto, okay? When you buy our clothing for 2019, you will look like you smell good.
Did you say that's your internal motto?
That's our internal motto. Yeah,
okay, so your internal motto is when you buy, as if you're saying this to your employees. Like you walk into your office,
the first part,
when you buy our clothes.
We give our employees everything,
Okay.
But this is like, the motto is that we gotta look like we smell good.
Okay. Shouldn't this be an external motto that you're trying to tell people? This is a sales pitch.
You know, it's probably slightly too offensive.
That's like having your internal company motto at a car dealership being like, "Buy our cars, they're great."
Shut
like,
up, Travis.
it should be
Shut up, Travis. I'm a product genius. Okay.
Right,
I'm a branding genius.
Well, I'm glad you guys are having results on the Rift because I feel like
external motto. Now has become external motto.
Great. I'm glad we solved that. You can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. Well, hello. It's so good to be back again here at LCS. I can't escape this job, apparently. I'm always going to be here doing content for all of you. There is good news, though. A year ago at this time, I was unsure of what my future looked like as an independent content creator, but after a year, I can say feeling pretty good. A lot of that, by the way, because of Alienware, who's locked in this year with us. They're super cool. And the coolest thing, by the way, I don't have to pay the Double Lift interview fees anymore. You know, those were building a lot last year. Both Alienware and U.GG, because of their relationships with Peter, that fee is waived. So thank you so much to both of them. Be sure to check out the new Alienware stuff that just came out at CS, including their Area 51M. There's a link in the description below for that. And thanks again for watching my interview.